on this day 5 years ago. Ireland, Pakistan, and Andy Balbirnie, who was a wonderful player, got hit in the pads twice by Mohammed Abbas of Pakistan for a pair on Test debut. It's gone from strength to strength since then. Andrew Balbirnie, a top Ireland batter. Might be a leg by, yeah, signalled by Adrian Holstock, who has Paul Reynolds in the middle as for company today. Ex-wicketkeeper for Leinster Cricket Club in Dublin. Very fine wicketkeeper back in the day. Excellent umpire. He's had a really good 6 or 7 years in domestic cricket back home and internationally. All the internationals being held in Ireland. Adrian Holstock, hailing from South Africa but living in Guildford now. That's his area. That is Stephen Doheney's area. Behind point. Lets the ball come right under the eyes and it goes off the bat like a tracer bullet.
Punches it. Fantastic timing. Alan Wilkins was worried about his timing earlier on. I'll tell you what, that one's timed to perfection.
That's his area. He looks to go square the wicket, and that's why he's getting himself in a little bit of trouble from time to time. Stephen Doheney gets across the stumps this time, chips it. First time we've seen any Ireland batter try and manipulate the ball and use the crease to their advantage.
He's a bit more predictable, Ebadot. Not a lot of swing for him. With Stephen Doheney, he's been in there since the beginning. Moves across. There's one fielder there on the leg side looking for that catch, but he managed to evade him.
Again, no timing from the Ireland captain. 6 done, 16 for 1. Second one-day international. Bangladesh winning the toss bowling, and the bowlers have not let Tamim Iqbal down yet. In the air, taken. It's simple. It's easy. It's gobbled up at backward point. Doheney goes.
He's done all the hard yards. Horrible for Stephen Doheney. Can't quite believe he's picked the fielder out. Muted celebrations from Hassan Mahmood. He's toiled hard and he's finally taken the wicket of Stephen Doheney, who goes for 12, Ireland 16 for 2.
Stephen Doheney, followed by Mehdi Safiras to the bowling of Hassan Mahmood for 12.
That's it, that's off.
Great numbers, Harry Tector. Still early in his career, 31 games, averaging just shy of 50. 3 tons last summer, a golden summer. Brilliant against New Zealand, Harry Tector. A bit high, I think it's a bit high. Paul Reynolds not interested. Hassan on absolute fire here.
Seconds.
I think he's hit this. And I think it's hit him outside off stump as well. Not a lot going for it. Yeah, big inside edge. Great first delivery though from Hassan Mahmood to Harry Tector.
He's so impressive, Hassan Mahmood. He's always at the stumps. He uses the crease nicely. He's always attacking that off stump. He's got enough pace, and Stephen Doherty is always looking point and behind point. And when there's a bit of pace and a bit of movement in the surface, when you're looking square of the wicket, you're always a chance of chipping on or nicking off. It's a disappointing end. You've got to try and hit down the ground on this surface.
Well, there's a change in field now. A wide leg slip has gone in. Just to the right of your screen. I think that's an indication. Gonna bowl at the stumps.
Well, they did the same in game one. They had a leg gully in for Harry Tector, who's a tall man, but Tamim Iqbal and Cove just seeing a slight weakness potentially in his technique. Scratch, and more of a scratch. Well spotted, Isabel Joyce. Too high, inside edge, outside the line. What else was wrong with it?
I think 3's enough, isn't it? Didn't have much going for it.
Uncomfortable. That is not a very accomplished pull shot from Harry Tector. It was banged in. Looked like he was going to duck it. This is Hassan against Stephen Doherty. No feet. Front foot hardly getting outside the crease. Just throwing his hands at the ball, not getting head in line, and in the end it's only going to end in one way. You're going to have no control over the bat face. Really an area to work on for Stephen Doherty. Very, very, very good over, Hassan. 7 done, 17 for 2. Good atmosphere, as always, when the Bangla Tigers are in town. They generate some real noise. Great to have them all here, supporting their star players and keeping nice and warm as well. Good attire, sir. Well done.
Well done, there.
Harry Tector was embroiled in a bit of chit-chat game one himself, and Nazmul Hussain Shanto had words, and then Tamim Iqbal had words. So just keep an eye on the contest, keep an eye on Captain Tamim, never shy of a word. Harry Tector, confident young man, doesn't back down. We'll just see how this little melee unfolds.
Sawdust going on. Big fast bowler, doesn't want to be slipping.
Maybe not going full. Normally slams back of a length, but looking for that LB. 140 K, so good pace, good wheels. It won't be easy for Ireland. Got to put the disappointment of not qualifying directly for the World Cup behind them and try and get a couple of positive wins. Not much one-day cricket for Ireland between now and the qualifiers. In fact, none. Test match on the horizon at Lords. So for this bunch of players, Isabel Joyce, they've got these two fixtures here in Chelmsford. Test match in Lords against England, and then off to Zimbabwe. So not a great deal of time to work on their one-day skills.
Well, I was speaking to George Dockrell earlier today about this, and Ireland have one of the smaller squads around. These are the players you'll see playing pretty much every format. One or two players come in for different formats, but it's by and large these guys. Smaller playing pool means that they don't have the options to go in and out, have different players on contracts. Something that the Cricket Ireland will be looking at to try and improve. So that's the leg gully in place for Harry Tector.
Well, this is an incredible field. 2 leg slips, a leg slip and a leg gully. Mushfiq just getting the square man in front of square. Going to have 2 men behind square. Now this is surely West Indies of the 90s stuff. Oh, you can't bowl there, Ebadot. You cannot bowl there. You've just said to the skipper, give me 2 around the corner. And a gentle little ball for Tector to get off strike.
Oh, God. Captains, when that happens, you just hang your head. This is not how he should have bowled this delivery. Too easy for Harry Tector. This is why we love cricket. Mind games aplenty happening out here. Keep your eyes peeled.
Balbirnie swivels, pulls, and gets his first boundary of the innings.
Way offline, Ebadot Hossain, and that's excellent batting from Andy Balbirnie. When you get a loose delivery like that, you need to cash in because it's been really good from Bangladesh so far. Hassan Mahmood in particular has been absolutely pinpoint perfect.
Decent over from Ireland, 5 from it, 22 for 2.
That's off.
Final over, the power play 45 over contest, of course. Tector against the impressive Hassan Mahmood. Challenging that inside and outside edge, this young quick. On the charge, it's a waft, it's risky, it's nervy.
Both teams throwing punches. Harry Tector didn't appreciate a leg slip and a leg gully, so he's going to charge Hassan Mahmood. Lucky he didn't get closer to it, actually. 2 catchers waiting for that edge.
Bat on the ground, bat hit ground. Very good, Paul Reynolds. Bit of a wave shape. There was a sound. Tamim and Mushfiq just getting in the ear of Harry Tector. It's all going on in the middle.
5 seconds.
Full length. Gets the bat down in time, but misses the line.
He had a good look around Harry Tector as well, as if he felt that maybe he got a scratch in it. Harry Tector, as the ball is going past the bat and through to Mushfiq Rahim. Yeah, well, just hitting the ground. Ball half an inch away from the blade, so no problem for Harry Tector or Paul Reynolds got the decision right. It was just Harry Tector's reaction. Quickly looking around to Mushfiq to say, it might have been foxing. It might have been a bit of foxing to try and get the opposition to take a review.
That's next level foxing. I'm not sure. I think when you hit the ground, sometimes it can be hard to tell have you hit the ball, but Will we give it to Harry Tector?
Smashed. Really good shot. A shot of authority. There's no man in the deep, and Harry Tector, who's a tall man and does play the short ball well, absolutely smashes that to the fence.
Imperious. Caught it early, truth be told. Plugged a little bit as well, so Harry Tector, who initially thought that it was going to race away, started to run, thought maybe it was going to be reeled in. Fielder goes back there now, and fine leg comes into the ring.
Well, I'm always very keen to see how wicketkeepers set up their slip cordon. We spoke about the Ireland cordon in the first game. Mushfiqur Rahim has his slip fielders very wide. So at the moment, first slip and second slip, they're almost covering, I would say, 3 slip placements. So Mushfiqur Rahim is saying, stay out of my eye line. I'm going to take everything to my right. So just covering it a bit more ground than your orthodox 2 slips. Wait is the call. Power play is done and dusted. 26 for 2.
Excellent Has.
Good numbers, Irish, 26 for 2. That completes power play number 1.
There's my pace agent.
26 for 2 for Ireland. Stephen Doherty struggled. Sterling, he got a good one. Power play done. Adrian Holstock says it's the end of the entertainment in the first power play. 45 over contest, of course. So Tommy Mickpal can have a bit more protection if he wishes. I don't think he needs it. Shoreful back into the attack from the Hayes close end. It was an interesting call. Isabel Joy, Shoreful ball 1 over, whipped out of the attack and back in. Did you see anything, or was it just a case of getting Eberdot into the game early?
He's not swinging it at all, Shoreful Islam. So the only thing I can think is that they were just seeing, would Eberdot maybe get some swing. He hasn't, so they've gone back to the left armour. Maybe it's a case of keeping his fast bowlers nice and warm, so chopping and changing.
Well, I don't know many bowlers that would appreciate being given 1 over and then whipped out the attack. And he's bowling from the same end. It's not as if he bowled 1 over from the Hayes close end and said, skip, I don't fancy this end, let me have a crack at the other end. So the river end. So it's a strange call. I just wonder, maybe he just needed some alterations or just wasn't quite right. He said to Tam, I'm not quite hitting my straps, so just give me 10 minutes, give me 15 minutes to get into the contest, get my muscles loose, get my muscles warm. Cold day. He's a good bowler, Shoreful. This is dangerous territory for Andy Balbirnie. The last 7 one-day international innings, 6 single-figure scores and 1 century. So you take out that ton. He's had a difficult time of late. A little bit like Harry Brook over for Sunrisers Hyderabad. We've got a century and not much else since.
Well, they're feeling the cold. What a bunch of supporters. Keep the volume up, right up. Beautiful. He got the length he wanted, Andy Balbirnie. Leans into it and sends it for 4.
Double up, double figures for Balbirnie. That means he's going to get a century. What a lovely shot. Lovely energy and gets everything into the shot. Not much foot movement, but the weight transfer is good. Really lovely extension of the arms. It's one of his favourite shots. Drive and a pull shot, Andy Balbirnie.
Well, if you have someone in your life who asks, how do you set a field? This is a good explanation here. Big gap on the offside. It's a carrot for Andy Balbirnie. They're going to push it across him. They've got two catchers waiting. And they're saying, if you want to score runs, here's a big gap for you. But there's a bit of danger with those two catchers. Got a little bit too full there, Shoreful Islam. So Andy Balbirnie, it was points to him, but will no doubt be looking to take that catch.
No.
Just the boundary off the over. 10 done. 30 for 2.
Slip লাগবে slip তোর বল অ্যাঙ্গেলে যাচ্ছে না slip এই লাইনটা ঠিক আছে তুই 5 4 5 আছে বল থাকে 4 বল থাকে 5 বা 10